Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to see the Tekken 8 Season 3 trailer. Behold, Unreal Engine. Hound. Fixing the volume. God, this character. The problem is, the only way you can balance this game is to remove heat from it entirely. Heat has fundamentally broken Tekken at the foundational level. Heat has destroyed the signature flow and fluidity that this game was famous for the first 7 entries, and it's a major reason why no one wants to play it anymore. So, that's the problem. For those of you who don't know what Heat is the Tekken equivalent of both characters starting with a full 3 super bar in Street Fighter every single round. It's just too strong, and it also adds a stop-starty jerky motion to the game. It's just like more and more cutscene bullshit that no one wanted, and we also have rage arts in there as well. It's just too much shit. There is a mod someone made that removes heat from Tekken 8, and Tekken 8 without the heat looks so natural that heat now looks like the mod when you put it back in. That's how bad it is. If you don't remove heat, it's done. I'm sorry, it's just true. A fresh start. If that fresh start means no heat, then you know what? You were right. Ranked match reset. Season 3 goes back to basics. Okay, something they need for ranked match, right, is that if you and the other person want to infinitely rematch each other till the end of all time, give the players the freedom to do that, okay? This whole thing was like best of 3, then it kicks you both out, is bullshit, okay? It sucks. One of the most fun things to do in Tekken 7 was, you know, you go through the usual psychopaths, and then you match with someone where it's like, hang on, this guy and I, we're roughly the same power level, and I can win, but I gotta whip out all the stocks, and it's sort of this back and forth, and you have like 8 to 10 rounds of this guy. It's like, man, this is crazy, and like Dragon Ball levels of escalation. That's amazing. You can't do that in 8. It kicks you both out after the best of 3. And anyone who says, oh, you know, just add them on Steam, you know, and then friend them and play. No. I don't want to type, all right? I don't want to socialize, okay? I don't want to have social skills. I just want to press buttons and fight each other. I want to do the talking with my fists. It's a stupid idea. There's no good reason for it. Like, bring back infinite rematches in ranked.
Tekken 8優勝は2選手となりました。Looks like we might have a brand new champion, and it's gonna be Numan to close it out.
And I know I'm being really harsh on this game right now, but the reason I am is because I think when Tekken is good, I think it's the best fighting game ever. That's my opinion. It does something very unique from other fighting games in that each button corresponds to a different limb. Square, left punch, triangle, right arm, X, left leg, circle, right leg. And this allows you a degree of control that is extremely unique. And I've never really seen it in any other fighting game. Each character has something like 200 moves, and when you master a character well, it's almost like being a virtuoso at a musical instrument. I know that's a really cringe comparison, but it's such an incredible level of expression and flexibility with a character. You'll fight 2 people who use the same character, and neither of those guys will play the same. Well, unless they are flowchart Andys, but we don't talk about that. I, being the main character of the universe, play very uniquely as Bob, Panda, and all that. Anyway, let's continue. No, don't do it. No, not her. No, anyone but her. Oh, Tekken even worse? Why are you doing this? That's the worst character to add. Oh, God almighty. Here's the thing. Look, I am memeing here because Kunimitsu was one of the worst things they ever added to Tekken 7. She was as bad as Akuma, except she didn't show up till much later. Unbelievably broken and OP, lightning fast, just an absolute nightmare to fight against, just not fun to play against. But here's the thing, here's why she might not ruin Tekken 8. Because in Tekken 8, everyone plays like Kunimitsu. Like, everyone's too fast and too strong. So you know what? Maybe it's alright. Alright, you gooners. You happy? There you go, there's your waifu.
Make some noise. We are about to get started with Tekken 8.
Get ready for the next battle. Kunimitsu. Oh my god, chat. It's the moment we've all been waiting for. I like how they're just like, ah, fuck it, we'll show you the first 3. We won't drip feed one every 2 months. From the USA, we all know who this is gonna be. Speed and weight. You're damn straight, brother. Speed and weight. 300 pounds of American muscle. You might not like it, chat, but that's what peak performance looks like. I am so happy they're bringing Bob back in. I mean, I thought removing Bob from Tekken 8 was a stupid idea. He was one of my mains in Tekken 7. I thought diversity was our strength, okay? And yet you have removed the only fat character in the roster, all right? I thought this game was about body positivity, okay? Yeah, we know the bears are fat as well, but they're bears, all right? They don't know any better. But yeah, no, Bob is a phenomenal character. He's one of my mains since Tekken 7. He is sort of, I think, based on Sammo Hung and Chris Farley's American Ninja. He is a 300-pound American man who can do jumping, spinning backflips. He's actually one of the most aerial characters in the game and one of the fastest characters. He's just magnificent. He's wonderful. I love playing as him. I would glam him in the gold suit with aviators and little angel wings because he's like always flying. And yeah, I just think he's one of the most original fighting game characters ever. He's just fucking awesome, super unique. Removing him was a stupid idea. But anyway, he's fucking back, boys. I think we all know what's coming, boys. Looks like meat's back on the menu! Roger Jr. Roger. It's about bloody time. It's about bloody time. This character is just fantastic. He was removed from Tekken 7 for quite possibly the stupidest reasons ever. Which is, there was actually no pressure to remove him from what I remember. I think that there was a viral video going around of an Australian guy. A kangaroo had his dog in a headlock. And the thing is, kangaroos will get an animal in a headlock and then they'll bring them to a river and drown them in it. Don't be fooled, these things are really dangerous. And the guy knew that, so he ran up to the kangaroo and punched it in the face. And the kangaroo was like, hey! Okay, since you put it that way, I'll just take my business elsewhere. You know, it was like, you know what, I don't want any of this smoke and bug it off. And apparently the Tekken boys thought that if they put Roger in this game, then animal rights activists would try to cancel them. I think that's basically the story behind it. It is unbelievably stupid. The animal rights activists didn't put, as far as I know, they didn't put any pressure on Tekken at all. This is like a preemptive method I guess cancel culture was a lot more intense back then, but it's unbelievably stupid reasons for doing that. Also, by the way, Roger, the character, is actually the Joey, the baby in the pouch. That's Roger. The mum is, well, sort of blokish chest there. It could be the mum or the dad, I don't know, but usually it's the mum doing the fighting. Oh, the necklace says mum? Oh, well, in that case, I stand corrected. Okay, well, never mind. Thank you. I should have noticed that detail. But yeah, Roger should have never been taken out of Tekken, and the reasoning that the Tekken boys gave for this, well, they said, well, then why not the bear? You know, why take out the kangaroo and not the bear? And they were like, oh, because if you fought a bear in real life, you'd lose. It's like, man, do you guys understand what kangaroos are? You're not going to win against these things in real life, man. These are really fucking strong. Kangaroos, they can basically look you in the eye. Their fighting style is they go for your eyes while they try to kick you in the balls. All right, these are very dirty fighters. Okay, and their tail actually functions like a third leg, in the sense that they will kind of like, when they're walking around, they've got their feet and their leg and their tails there as well, and they're kind of like, they're almost like a tripod thing if they're kind of standing looking at you. It's really weird. It's really alien. They're very fucking strong, and you should never fight these things in real life. Like, you will lose against these things. They are very dangerous. In typical animal fashion, their muscle fibers are denser than ours. Like, think Dragon Ball. Just because they might be physically a bit smaller than you doesn't mean they're weaker. I'll let you know, like, chimpanzees are the most extreme example, because a chimpanzee, I think, in one finger has more strength than a human has in all 10. You know what I mean? Like, you got to think, animals are sort of like Vegeta. They might be smaller than you, but they're stronger, or as strong. As I say, I'm very critical of Tekken 8, but Bob and Roger are the only things that could pull me back into it.
Junior! Season 3. New character.
So they haven't said who the guest character is, and who do you think it's going to be? If they are smart, they will add Waffle House, because that will just, even if people don't like the game, that will generate a lot of interest in memes. People will just want to play it for that. As for their fourth guest character, it should be Tifa, let's be completely honest. The fact that Clive was added is unbelievably stupid. Clive is a Soul Calibur character. He shouldn't be in this game. And Clive over Tifa is even stupider. Like, she's the natural perfect fit for this game. And if you don't agree, you are wrong. You're basically wrong. Otherwise, if you're going for any other franchise character, some people have said, what's his face, the guy from Yakuza, but I think the guy who made Yakuza didn't want that because he said that guy would never hit a woman. I think a very interesting choice would be to put a Baki character in. Now, Baki is an option, but I think a much more interesting choice would be Yujiro Hanma. I think that would be fucking sick, because his fighting stance could be his hands in the pocket just staring at you, or maybe one of his other stance could be when he gets out, you know, both his arms like that and stuff. Yujiro Hanma is sort of the Akuma Heihachi of his world, and I remember thinking he was quite hype when Akuma and Heihachi fought for the first time in the story, because it's like, hang on, which of these is actually stronger? This is kind of cool. And then Akuma ruined the game. Yeah, I think Yujiro Hanma would be awesome. It would be so sick. Anyway, those are my thoughts. As I say, like, the reason I quit Tekken 8 is because, not just Heat, but it removed two of my mains. It removed Bob and it removed Lei. Now, I understand low tournament usage, Lei. I don't care, alright? I think it is a mistake to make Tekken only for esports, because if you do that, then basically you're gonna get rid of all the interesting characters. It's just gonna come down to everyone who is just like the fastest and the most direct or whatever. You get rid of a lot of the interesting ones. You know, people say, oh, no one plays Lei. I was in an old Tekken stream I used to hang out with. The guy doesn't stream anymore. They had like 4 Lei mains in there. And I don't care about low tournament usage. He's an OG, Lei can do every move that Jackie Chan has ever done in all of his kung fu movies, all of his animal kung fu, his drunken master and all this and that. He's a natural counterpart to Law, who's the Bruce Lee of the game. It's stupid, man. It is amazing that you can play a character who can basically do everything Jackie Chan can do. That's an amazing thing that exists in video games. And it doesn't exist anymore. It doesn't. It's stupid. I don't care that low tawny usage. It doesn't matter. He's one of the boys, and he is a phenomenal, iconic invention of Tekken. Some things are more important than just esports meta, okay? And I think Tekken 8 has suffered for that. The roster is immensely boring, I would say. It's become more interesting with the addition of, say, Bob and Roger. I think Azucena was kind of interesting. Clive was a bad choice, but you know what I mean. Anyway, we won't dwell on that. Lei just belongs. That's what I mean. Like, you can say low tournament usage, but Tekken does not feel right without Lei. It's just true. And you betray your age by saying that's not. So, anyway, that Panda outfit, oh my god. That's the thing. When I play Tekken 8, my mains right now are Panda, who has always been one, and I had to pick up Azucena. And while I've gotten good with Azucena, glammed as Luffy, which you have no idea how perfectly the Luffy glam works on Azucena. It's like, hang on, this looks and sounds perfect, because she and Luffy have a similar personality, style, and a vocal pitch as well. So it's, even though I got good with Azucena, it's just not the same as being fat or being a kangaroo. It's just not good enough. Whenever I play any of these games, I gravitate towards the most ridiculous character designs possible. It's just me. It's how I'm wired. And it's sad when they remove the interesting character designs because of esports meta. So, I'll tell you what, this is the best looking thing I have seen Tekken 8 do. I would say. That I would say. Like, these two characters are enough to bring me back to this game. So, you know what, Bandai Namco? You alright.